move, stop playing with them.
Yo, what up guys? Welcome to another quick video. Captain Blackmon here at the crib cleaning up, and something came across my mind that I want to share with you guys on your journey, all right? There's a lot of guys out there that's lost. You're looking for direction, a sense of direction, and hopefully this video can help you out. I want to talk about your drive, all right? Let me tell you something, man. We're all driven by something. You know, you can't say, oh, I'm not driven by nothing. If you say that, and that's true, your ass will perish, all right? You will soon perish. But for the most part, we are all driven by something. The question is, what are you driven by, all right? Are you driven by the lower self, pleasure, pussy, your penis? Or are you driven by purpose, the higher self, the Godhead? You know what I'm saying? So I just want to, get in your head a little bit and help you understand what the fuck is going on right here in this life as a man, all right? You have a lower self, you have a higher self. You have a lower mind and you have a higher mind, all right? If you're purpose driven, that happens from the higher mind, the higher self, up here, this head. You know what I'm saying? When you're pleasure driven, fear driven, pussy driven, right? Pleasure driven, I think I said that already. That happens from the lower chakras, the lower self, the lower mind, the old ancient primal survival part of who you are, the negative portion of who you are, all right? If you go look in the fucking mirror and look at yourself butt booty naked, I want you to imagine a plus sign on your forehead and a negative sign on your fucking balls, all right? The negative represents the negative portion of who you are, the negative pole of who you are. The plus sign on your forehead represents the positive portion of who you are, the higher self, the crown, okay? The negative portion represents the negative, the lower mind, right? The root chakra, the lower self. We're all driven by something. You know, if you pay attention to animals in nature, they are driven by the lower self. Yes, they have an instinctual intellect. They do things instinctively because they're programmed and wired that way, you know? But for the most part, they are operating out of survival. You know, it's kind of strange how most animals aren't upright. You know, they're like this. Us humans, us men, we're upright. You know what I'm saying? Our spines are upright, you know, and our heads are like the antenna, you know, that's the higher self, the higher mind. And we are advanced beings on the planet. We are creative and the most evolved. You know, all you got to do is look at your body, look at what's going on, pay attention to what's going on. And as a man, if you operate out of the lower self, you acting like a lower animal, you know, scavenging for pussy, scavenging for food. Oh, I'm scared, you know, being constantly in fear, allowing outside images and sounds, you know, fake news and what people say in your fucking ear. When you allow that to keep you in a perpetual state of fear, you're operating out of the lower self. If you're a guy that's constantly going out here chasing after bitches, not on your purpose at all, don't even know what your purpose is, you operating out of the lower self. Now, it's nothing wrong with pleasure. But when you put pleasure before your purpose, you got a fucking problem. I'm telling you from my own personal experience. I've seen it with men in my family, men that I know in my life. I've seen it. When you seek pleasure first and you don't seek your purpose, your task, your mission first, the pleasure will feel good for a time. But eventually you're going to be faced with the fact that you're older and you don't know what your purpose is. And you used all the energy, all of your 20s, all of your 30s, and some of your 40s chasing after bitches, chasing after pussy, pleasure, living out of the lower self. You are more than a lower self. You have the ability, the God-given ability to control the lower self. You can get yourself out of your root chakra. You know, you just got to slow down chasing after pussy, seeking pleasure so much, and you have to change your frequency. You know what I'm saying? Your frequency of ejaculation, your frequency of how you deal with women. You have to change that shit so you can allow your energy to rise up out of the lower self into the higher mind. So you can start finding your purpose. See, a lot of you guys don't know what your fucking purpose is because you're distracted by bullshit. You're distracted by pleasure. Playing video games is fun. It brings pleasure, but it's a fucking distraction. You know, playing in some pussy is all fun and games. It feels good. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fucking distraction. Women are a fucking distraction. Hanging out with a bunch of losers, fucking distraction. Eating all the time, you know what I'm saying? Filling your belly up with bullshit. It tastes good, but it's a fucking distraction. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with the things I just listed. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being distracted. The question is, can you afford to be distracted right now? Ask yourself that. You know the answer to it. So that's my quick video for you guys. My question for you is, are you purpose driven or pleasure driven? Are you purpose driven, mission driven, or pussy driven? Let me tell you something. When you make the decision to be purpose driven first, and you get into your purpose, and you gain your confidence, and you start making more money, pleasure, it won't be a problem for you because you're already in your purpose. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us, we use purpose. Let me say that again. Let me say that right. A lot of us, we use pleasure to distract ourselves from the fact that we do not know what our purpose is. Stop doing that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get on your purpose, get your shit right, get your shit together. Figure out, eliminate the distractions, get away from the noise so you can hear what God has in store for you. Can't hear God if you're distracted by the PS5. You can't hear God if you're laying in bed with two bitches. All of that shit comes later, all right? If you go to the creation story in the Bible, Genesis, the creation story, God gave man a task, a mission first, not a woman. That's my video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all keep shit players, stay alpha, and stay dangerous.